Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're actually going to be talking about, me. Yes, it's all about me. This video is all about myself. So what we're basically going to do is, I haven't done a video like this in forever. It's time for people to just get to know me, I suppose, and my life, what I do for a living, everything like that. So we're going to talk about 5 things that you didn't know about me, really. So where should we start? So, of course, a lot of you will know parts of my life that I'm not going to get into, certain parts, but a lot of newer subscribers probably don't know too much actually about myself. So, where do we start? I have a wife. I have 6 kids. 6 kids for now. That's a lot of kids, but we started when we was young. So basically, I've been with my wife since really I was 14. Yes, I was 14 at school when we first got together. And then, of course, things happen. We're young, split up for a little bit, get back together, and then, of course, 6 kids later. So, my kids, some of them are a little bit older. So I do have an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 13-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 3-year-old, and almost a 2-year-old. So, there's a lot of age difference. Now, are we going to have any more? Because people seem to think like, oh my God, 6 kids? Yeah, we probably may have one more. And the reason being is because we really want another girl. We had a girl when we were 17, she's now 18, and we really, really wanted to have another girl. And as it happens, we do try, but we've just had 5 boys in a row. So it doesn't change no matter how many kids we have. That doesn't change. We want another girl. So just watch this space. So another thing about me is, I'm a manager where I work. So I do work. I have a full-time job, and I'm a manager. So my actual job description is a stores manager. So basically, it's working in supply chain. We work in a factory, and I'm in charge of everything that comes on site. So all the lorries, all the vehicles that come on site is basically I'm in charge of. So anything that comes off a lorry, I'm in charge of. Now, I've only really been doing this job for the last couple of years, but I've been at the same job for 14 years. But for 12 years of that, I was actually in charge of the dispatching. So I was in charge of everything that was going out on a lorry. So lorries will come in, we would load it, and then the lorries go out. So I was really in charge of that. And again, over the last 2 years, I've just swapped ends, and now I'm in charge of everything that is coming in. So that's a bit about my work life, a bit about the game now. So with me in the game. So did you know I've actually turned down quite a few trips? Yes, quite a few free trips back in the day. Not even back in the day. There's some actually quite recent. So I've turned down to go Seattle in America because I just couldn't. I've turned down to go to Minsk. I've turned down to go to. I think I turned down to go to Russia and Vilnius recently. I've turned down Vilnius. I've turned down to go Germany. So I've never really done anything in that sense with wargaming. Even though they do, I do really appreciate that they invite me to these kind of the tournaments at the time, and not just tournaments, but more recently Gamescom into their headquarters at Vilnius, because of my work life. As I've said, I've got 6 kids, I work full time, and it's very difficult to be able to sort of get this time off away from the family and away from work to go in a different country, really. And I don't think it's fair on my wife, really, to do that to her. So yeah, I've turned down these. all these trips as well. Another thing I've turned down, and not really to do with, well, it has everything to do with what Blitz, but everyone has been around a while obviously knows Bushka on Blitz. So Bushka was one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. That he was the one really that made me start my YouTubing career. I wanted what he had, not just him, Skate Extreme as well, and both of them become really, really good friends of mine. As soon as I started sort of posting content, they were helping me, they were giving me advice, and they pretty much become very good friends. Skate Extreme was actually one of my best friends. I got invited to his wedding, which sadly, again, because of work, I couldn't go. But they become really, really good friends. I've met them on a number of occasions as well at Tankfest. So that's one thing I do go when I am invited is Tankfest, because it's in my country and it's a lot easier for me to do, because I could do it in a day or I could do it in 2 days. But I actually... So back to Bushka. So those that know, Bushka sort of left What Blitz. He still plays, but he went on to do PUBG. So where basically... he gets paid to play PUBG. He has to make a certain amount of content or etc. He's got contracts. I actually turned that down. I got offered the same thing Bushka got offered with the PUBG, and I actually turned that down. I turned down the chance of being paid to play a game from the game company. But, I thought, you know what, no. I like playing PUBG. It was fun back in the day. I haven't played it for years now, but it was fun. But my heart was on World of Tanks Blitz. Looking now, because I don't get the views or anything, maybe I should have gone to PUBG. But no, I turned that down. I turned down the chance to get paid to play PUBG. So yeah, I didn't really tell anyone, because it was, my heart was always in World of Tanks Blitz. So yeah, I turned down the chance to get paid to play. And the last thing really I've got that people may know, I've spoke about it a few times, is those of you that know the IS-6 Fearless. It was one of the rarest tanks in the game. I got that tank for free. And not just that, but I also got the Kenny Otsu for free. And that was the Kenny Otsu was thanks to Amunet, because I really wanted the tank. Everyone wanted the tank, but I was desperate. And on my 30th birthday, Amunet was on to Wargaming, and I opened my account, and voila, as a birthday present, as a really sort of a thank you from Wargaming, because this is when I was quite big. This was when I was getting a lot of views, getting a lot of subs. It was like a thank you, really, for helping their game, and they gave me a Kenny Otsu. And it was amazing, a tank that I really, really wanted. I managed to get. But as with the IS-6 Fearless, now this tank was one of the rarest tanks in the game. You could only get this if you were mega OP. Now Wargaming once opened up the gift shop. Instead of putting the IS-6 in there, well, I still think they did put the IS-6 in there, but they accidentally put in the IS-6 Fearless. And what you could do was gift it to yourself. So I gifted the IS-6 Fearless to myself for 7,600 gold or 7,500 gold or whatever that was. And I'm like, okay, I've just gifted myself an IS-6 Fearless. Then I started playing it. Obviously, this was at the time where I really wanted to get every tank mastered. And then all of a sudden, it got removed from my account. It got completely removed. And I was devastated, because I know it was an accident and I was expecting it. But because I'd played it, that means then I'm never going to be able to get 100% on my mastery badges. And then Wargaming sent us all an email, that everyone that did get the tank, saying, look, we've taken the tank from your garage, we gave your gold back. And then sort of a couple of days later, we get another email where it was basically, we were in the wrong, we messed up, here's your tank back. So they gave us the IS-6 Fearless back without even taking the gold back. So we actually got the IS-6 Fearless for free. So that's a little bit about my life. If there's anything else you want to know, then by all means, hit me up. in the comments, you know, and I might answer. But, you know, it's a different little video, and I thought, you know what, it's been a while since I've made this kind of video, so why not? But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more of this kind of video, put it in the comments below. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.